Hello, friends. Welcome to Fluent English Journey. I am Sarah, and I am very happy to see you here today. Thank you for joining me. I am excited because today we are going to learn English together in a simple and fun way. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you can get daily tips to help you improve your English. Learning English can sometimes feel difficult or confusing. You might feel frustrated when you do not understand something or when you think your pronunciation is not perfect. But today, I want to make it simple for you. We will go step by step. We will speak slowly and clearly so you can follow easily. This time is just for you. So sit back, relax, and enjoy learning English with me. You can even make yourself comfortable with a cup of tea, coffee, or water. Make your learning time cozy and pleasant. Today, I will give you a complete guide on how to learn English. We will talk about how to practice listening, how to improve speaking, and how to make English a natural part of your daily life. By the end of this session, you will feel motivated and ready to practice English every day. The very first and most important thing when learning English is your mindset. Your thoughts and attitude are very important. Sometimes we feel like English is too hard. We might think my pronunciation is not good or I cannot understand native speakers. These thoughts are normal, but they can stop us from practicing. And stopping is the biggest problem. So today, I want you to start with a positive and gentle mindset. Tell yourself, I can do this. I can improve slowly. Remember, every small step counts. Learning English is not a race. You do not need to run fast. What matters is that you practice a little every day. Even 5 or 10 minutes of practice daily is enough to see progress. Do not worry about being perfect. Mistakes are normal, and they are very important. Every mistake is a chance to learn and get better. Next, let's talk about listening practice. Listening is one of the most important skills in English. When you listen, your brain learns the sounds, rhythm, and patterns of English. You begin to notice how people connect words, how they stress certain syllables, and how English naturally flows. At first, it is normal if you do not understand every word. That is completely okay. You do not need to know every single word to understand the message. Focus on the main idea. When you listen, ask yourself, what is this person talking about? What is the main topic? How do they feel? This is real listening. Real listening is not about translating every word in your mind. The more you listen, the more your brain gets used to English sounds and patterns. You can start with simple videos, songs, or short conversations. Slowly, you can move to more difficult material. Consistency is very important. Even just a few minutes of listening every day can help you a lot. You can listen while walking, cooking, or doing small tasks. Do not try to understand everything immediately. Be patient with yourself. Be kind to yourself. Learning English is a journey, not a competition. Every small practice adds up over time. Celebrate even the small improvements. And most importantly, enjoy the process. Learning English can be fun if you go slowly, clearly, and gently, just like we are doing today. So now you know how to start with the right mindset, why listening is important, and how to practice it naturally. Take your time. Relax. Make English a part of your daily life. You are not alone. I am here with you, and together we will make English easier and more enjoyable every day. When you listen to English, do not try to translate every word in your head. Instead, relax and let the sounds go through your ears and into your brain. Over time, your brain will begin to understand more and more naturally. This is how listening practice really works. You do not need to force yourself to know every word. Just listen often, and your understanding will grow slowly but surely. If you are a B2 level learner, that means your English is already quite good. You can understand many conversations, read books, write emails, and express your thoughts clearly. But even at this level, it is normal to feel stuck sometimes. For example, you may not find the right words quickly. You might understand movies easily, but real-life conversations feel harder. Or maybe you feel shy when speaking. This is completely normal. Every learner experiences it at some point. To move from V2 to a higher level, you need more natural listening and speaking practice. Active listening is very important. This means you do not just play English in the background while doing other things. Instead, pay full attention. Try to repeat what you hear. Notice the rhythm, stress, and pronunciation. You can even write down a little of what you hear, like a dictation exercise. This helps your brain understand English faster because your ears and eyes are working together. Choose listening material that interests you. If you love cooking, watch English cooking videos. If you enjoy travel, listen to travel vlogs. If you like stories, listen to English storytelling channels. When you enjoy what you are listening to, your brain learns faster because it is happy and motivated. Another important tip is to listen to different accents. English is spoken all over the world, not just in America or the UK. Try listening to speakers from different countries. This will help you understand real-world English better. Start with slower English, like on this channel, and gradually move to faster speech as your understanding improves. Now let's talk about learning English in general. English has 4 main skills: listening, speaking, reading, and writing. You need to practice all 4 skills regularly. Listening and speaking often go together. When you listen well, you naturally learn how to speak better. Reading helps you learn new words and phrases. Writing helps you express your ideas clearly. Remember, learning English is a journey. Every small step, every little practice counts. Be patient with yourself, be consistent, and enjoy the process. Little by little, you will improve. And I am here with you every step of the way. Together, we will make English easier, more natural, and more fun. Let's start with listening. Try to listen to English every day, even if it is only for a few minutes. Listening helps your brain get used to the sounds, rhythm, and flow of English. You can listen to songs, short videos, podcasts, or conversations. At first, you may not understand every word, and that is okay. Focus on the main idea. Ask yourself, what is this person talking about? What do they feel? What is the message? You can listen while walking, cooking, or doing simple tasks. Don't try to understand everything immediately. Be patient and gentle with yourself. Over time, your brain will start to understand English naturally, without translating every word. Next, let's talk about speaking. Many learners feel afraid to speak. You might think, I make too many mistakes or I don't sound good. But here is an important secret. Mistakes are your best teachers. Every time you make a mistake, you learn something new. So do not be afraid. Speak slowly, clearly, and confidently. If you do not have someone to speak with, you can speak to yourself. Describe what you are doing in English. For example, I am making coffee now. I am washing the dishes. I am going to work. Doing this every day helps your brain start thinking in English naturally. Another excellent method is shadowing. Shadowing means you listen to a short sentence and repeat it exactly as the speaker says it. Try to copy the pronunciation, rhythm, and emotion. It is like you are an echo of the speaker. Shadowing helps your ears and mouth practice at the same time. You can use TV shows, YouTube videos, or audio lessons for this. Don't worry if it is not perfect at first. Practice again and again, and your speaking will slowly become more natural. Now let's focus on reading. Reading helps you learn new words and understand how sentences are built. You don't need difficult books to start. Short stories, children's books, or simple news articles are perfect. When you read, try not to stop every few words to translate. Instead, guess the meaning from the context. Look at the other words around it and try to understand the main idea. Over time, your brain will learn English sentence structure naturally. Reading even 10 to 15 minutes every day can make a big difference. For writing, start small. You can write a short diary, an email, or a few sentences in English. Focus on expressing your ideas clearly. Don't worry about grammar mistakes at first. Writing regularly helps you remember new words, organize your thoughts, and start thinking in English. If you have a friend who is learning English too, you can send each other short messages. This makes writing fun and interactive. You do not need to practice all 4 skills at once. You can focus on one skill each day. For example, Monday, listen to English through a podcast, video, or song. Tuesday, practice speaking, even if it is just to yourself. Wednesday, read an easy article, short story, or children's book. Thursday, write something small in English, like a diary entry. Friday, mix all 4 skills: listen, speak, read, and write. When you practice like this, your brain strengthens in all areas of English. Now, let's talk about motivation. Sometimes, learning English can feel tiring or frustrating. You may feel like you are not improving. This is completely normal. Every learner experiences this. At the beginning, progress may feel fast. Later, it may feel slower. That does not mean you are stuck. It means you are reaching a higher level. Learning becomes deeper and more subtle at this stage. The best way to stay motivated is to enjoy the process. Look for small victories. Maybe today you understood a movie without subtitles. Maybe you spoke to someone in English for the first time. Celebrate these moments. They show your progress. You can also make learning fun by mixing different activities. Watch a movie one day. Listen to music another day. Read a short story next time. Try talking to your phone in English or using apps to practice listening, speaking, reading, and writing. Find ways to make English practice enjoyable so your brain stays happy and motivated. The most important thing is consistency. Small practice every day is much better than long practice once in a while. Be patient. Speak, listen, read, and write slowly, clearly, and regularly. Mistakes are part of learning. Enjoy every small step because each step brings you closer to natural, confident English. Remember, English is a journey. Little by little, day by day, your skills will grow. Listening, speaking, reading, and writing will become easier and more natural. Stay motivated, stay consistent, and enjoy every moment of learning. And always remember, you are not alone. I am here with you on this journey, and together we will make English learning fun, easy, and successful. Start with the right mindset. The first and most important thing when learning English is your mindset. Your thoughts and attitude are very important. Sometimes we think, English is too hard. My pronunciation is not good. I don't understand native speakers. These thoughts can make us stop trying, and stopping is the biggest problem. So I want you to start with a positive and gentle mindset. Tell yourself, I can do this. I can improve slowly. Remember, every small step counts. Learning a language is not a race. You don't need to run fast. You only need to practice a little every day. Even 5 or 10 minutes of practice daily is enough to see progress. Don't worry about perfection. Mistakes are normal. Mistakes are your best teachers. Every mistake helps you get better. Listening practice. When you listen to English, don't try to translate every word in your head. Instead, relax and let the sounds go into your brain naturally. Over time, your brain will begin to understand English more and more without translating. Listening every day is very important. Even a few minutes daily is better than one long study session once a week. Small, consistent steps add up over time. If you are a B2 level learner, that means your English is already quite good. You can understand many conversations, read books, write emails, and express your thoughts clearly. But even at this level, it is normal to sometimes feel stuck. For example, you may not find the right words quickly. You might understand movies, but struggle in real-life conversations. You may feel shy when speaking. This is completely normal. Every learner experiences it. To improve, active listening is key. This means, don't just play English in the background. Pay full attention. Try to repeat what you hear. Notice the rhythm, stress, and pronunciation. You can even write down short sentences like a dictation exercise. This trains your ears and eyes together, helping your brain understand English faster. Choose listening material that interests you. If you love cooking, watch English cooking videos. If you enjoy travel, listen to travel vlogs. If you like stories, listen to storytelling channels in English. When you enjoy what you listen to, your brain learns faster because it is happy and motivated. Also, try to listen to different accents. English is spoken all over the world, not only in America or the UK. Listening to different accents helps you understand real-world English better. Start with slower English and gradually move to faster speech as you improve. Speaking practice. Many people feel afraid to speak. They think, I can't speak English well. I make too many mistakes. I don't sound good. But remember, mistakes are your best teachers. Every time you speak, you learn something new. Speak slowly, clearly, and confidently. If you don't have someone to practice with, you can speak to yourself. Describe what you are doing in English. I am making coffee now. I am washing the dishes. I am going to work. Doing this every day helps your brain start thinking in English naturally. Another excellent method is shadowing. Shadowing means you listen to a short sentence and repeat it exactly, copying pronunciation, rhythm, and emotion. It is like being an echo of the speaker. You can shadow sentences from TV shows, YouTube videos, or audio lessons. Don't worry if it's not perfect at first. With practice, your speaking will slowly become natural. Reading practice. Reading helps you learn new words and understand how sentences are built. You don't need difficult books. Start with short stories, children's books, or simple news articles. When you read, don't stop every few words to translate. Try to understand the meaning from the story. Your brain will gradually learn English sentence structure, how words connect, and how ideas flow. Even 10 to 15 minutes of reading every day will make a big difference over time. If you see a word you don't know, try to guess its meaning from the context first. Later, you can check it in a dictionary. Reading regularly will grow your vocabulary faster than you think. Writing practice. Writing helps you organize your thoughts, improve grammar, and remember new words. You don't need to write long essays. Start small. Write a short diary entry about your day. Write a few sentences about what you learned or something that made you happy. Send short messages or emails in English with a friend. Writing every day helps your brain think in English naturally. Don't worry about mistakes. They are part of learning. Daily practice plan. You don't need to practice all 4 skills at once. You can focus on 1 skill per day. Monday, listen to English, podcast, video, song. Tuesday, practice speaking, even to yourself. Wednesday, read a short story, article, or children's book. Thursday, write a short diary entry. Friday, mix all 4 skills: listen, speak, read, and write. Practicing this way strengthens your brain in all areas of English. Motivation and patience. Sometimes, learning English can feel slow or frustrating. You may feel tired or bored. This is normal. At first, progress may feel fast. Later, it may feel slower. But this is a sign that you are reaching a higher level. Learning becomes deeper and more meaningful at this stage. Celebrate small victories. Maybe today you understood a movie without subtitles, spoke in English with someone for the first time, understood a song or a short story. These are all signs of progress. Enjoy the process and mix different activities to keep learning fun. Remember, consistency is key. Small practice every day is better than long practice once in a while. Be patient. Speak, listen, read, and write regularly. Mistakes are part of learning. Every small step brings you closer to natural, confident English. Learning English is a long journey, but you are not alone. Every day you practice, you move closer to your goal. Keep going, stay motivated, and enjoy every moment of learning. With patience and daily practice, English can become a fun, natural, and confident part of your life. Speaking and shadowing. Many learners feel nervous about speaking. You might worry, I make too many mistakes. I don't sound good. But mistakes are your best teachers. Every mistake helps you learn and improve. Start speaking slowly, clearly, and confidently. You don't always need a teacher or a partner. You can practice by yourself. For example, describe what you are doing. I am sitting at my desk. I am holding my phone. I am drinking water. Doing this every day helps your brain think in English naturally instead of translating from your native language. Another very helpful method is shadowing. Shadowing means you listen to a short sentence and repeat it exactly. Copy the pronunciation, rhythm, and emotion of the speaker. You can shadow sentences from TV shows, YouTube videos, or audio lessons. Don't worry if it's not perfect at first. Practice again and again. Slowly, your English will sound natural. You can also record yourself speaking. Choose a simple topic like your favorite food, hobby, or daily routine. Speak for 1 or 2 minutes, then listen to the recording. Don't judge yourself. Just notice what you can improve and try again. Over time, your speaking will become more confident and natural. Reading. Reading helps you learn new words and see how sentences are built. You don't need to start with difficult books. Short stories, children's books, or simple news articles are perfect. When you read, don't stop to translate every word. Try to guess the meaning from context first. Focus on understanding the main idea. Reading regularly, even for 10 to 15 minutes a day, makes a big difference over time. It helps your brain recognize sentence patterns, connect ideas, and learn new vocabulary naturally. Writing. Writing helps you organize your thoughts and strengthen grammar. Start small. Write a short diary every day. Send messages in English to a friend. Write about your day, what you learned, or something that made you happy. Focus on expressing your ideas clearly, not on perfection. Writing daily trains your brain to think in English, remember vocabulary, and build confidence. Motivation. Motivation is very important in learning English. Sometimes, learning can feel slow, tiring, or frustrating. This is normal. Every learner experiences it. Celebrate small victories. Maybe today you understood a movie without subtitles. Maybe you spoke English for the first time. Maybe you read a story and understood most of it. Learning is fun when you mix activities. Watch movies, listen to music, read stories, practice apps, or talk to yourself. Small, daily practice is much better than one long session. Even 10 to 15 minutes a day adds up over time. Consistency and patience. Finally, remember the most important message. Be patient. Be kind to yourself. Be consistent. Don't compare yourself to others. Focus on your own progress. Mistakes are normal and part of learning. Think of English like a muscle. Exercise it a little every day and it will get stronger. One day, you will look back and see how far you've come. You are doing great. Relax, enjoy this moment, and keep practicing listening, speaking, reading, and writing. Sarah believes in you, and so should you. Listening. Let's start by talking about listening, because listening is the heart of learning a language. Listening helps your brain understand sounds, rhythm, and real communication. Many learners think they must study grammar and vocabulary first, but actually, it works the other way around. When you listen first, your brain naturally picks up grammar rules and vocabulary without memorizing. When you hear English, your brain notices patterns. You learn how words connect. You see how questions are formed. You notice the natural flow of conversation. Over time, you don't need to think about grammar. You start to feel what is correct, and speaking becomes more natural. Make listening a daily habit. Start with easy content like slow YouTube lessons, podcasts, or audiobooks made for learners. Listen while cooking, walking, or doing small tasks. Don't try to understand every word. Focus on the main idea. What is the speaker talking about? What is their mood? What are they trying to say? This helps your brain understand meaning naturally, like a fluent speaker. Even if you don't understand everything, don't worry. Listen again tomorrow. Each time, you will catch more words, and one day you will understand almost everything. Choose content that you love. Children's shows, music, movies, stories, or travel videos keep your brain engaged and motivated. Subtitles can help at first, but try listening without them first. Then check what you missed and listen again. This trains your ears and eyes together and improves comprehension. Listening at a higher level. For B2 learners, you may already understand a lot, but sometimes native speakers talk fast, use slang, or connect words in ways that feel strange. This is normal. The solution is consistent listening. The more you listen, the more familiar these patterns become. Your brain starts recognizing phrases, pronunciation, and rhythm, making fast speech easier to understand. Also, listen to different accents. English is spoken all over the world. Try listening to speakers from India, Australia, Canada, or other countries. This prepares you for real-world English. Start with slower speech and gradually increase speed. Remember, listening is a long-term habit. Don't worry about perfection. Focus on the big picture, the meaning, and the mood. Even 10 to 15 minutes of active listening each day strengthens your English. Listening builds a foundation for all other skills: speaking, reading, and writing. Speaking and pronunciation. Sometimes your sentences may be short or one word may not sound clear. That's okay. Next time, try again. Listening to your own voice helps your brain learn the correct sounds faster. Many learners worry about their accent. Remember, everyone has an accent. The goal is not to sound like a native speaker, but to be understood clearly. Clear pronunciation comes from listening carefully and speaking slowly. Pay attention to how native speakers connect words. For example, instead of saying want to, they often say wanna. Instead of going to, they might say gonna. These small connections make your speech sound more natural. A very effective way to improve both listening and speaking is shadowing. Shadowing means listening to a short sentence and repeating it exactly the same way. Try to copy the pronunciation, rhythm, and emotion of the speaker. You can use TV shows, YouTube videos, or audio lessons. Don't worry if it's not perfect at first. Practice again and again. Slowly, your speaking will sound more fluent and natural. Remember, speaking is a skill that improves with practice. Start with short, simple sentences. Speak slowly. Listen often. Use shadowing and self-recording exercises. Celebrate small victories, like saying a sentence clearly or repeating a word correctly. With daily practice, your confidence and fluency will grow. The more you speak, the easier English becomes, and the faster your brain will learn to think in English naturally. Reading. After practicing listening and speaking, the next step is reading. Reading is like food for your vocabulary. When you read, you see words in real sentences, which helps you remember them better than just memorizing them. Don't start with difficult books. Begin with short stories, news articles, blogs, content that interests you. When you find a new word, don't stop reading immediately. Try to guess its meaning from context first. Look at the surrounding words to understand the idea. Later, you can check a dictionary if needed. Understanding words naturally is much more powerful than memorizing lists. If possible, read aloud. Reading aloud helps your pronunciation, rhythm, and confidence. It also trains your mouth to get used to English sounds. You don't need to read long paragraphs, just a small section each day is enough. Read slowly, clearly, and enjoy the sound of English. Writing. Writing is very helpful, but often overlooked. Writing strengthens your grammar and helps you express your thoughts clearly. You can start by writing a short diary every day. Write a few sentences about your feelings, your day, what you learned. Don't worry about long or perfect sentences. For example, today I listened to an English podcast. I learned a new word, peaceful. I feel peaceful when I listen to English. Small daily notes like this help you use English naturally in your life. Vocabulary. Many learners say, I know words, but I forget them. That is completely normal. To remember new words, you need to meet them many times in different situations. Reading, listening, speaking, and writing all help with this. When you learn a new word, make a personal sentence with it. For example, if the word is journey, you can say, learning English is my journey. Using words in your own sentences helps them stay in your memory. Review words regularly, but don't try to learn too many at once. Choose a few new words every day. Practice them in sentences, speak them aloud, and use them in writing. Over time, words stay in your mind naturally. Another tip is to connect words to feelings or experiences. For example, if you learn the word happy, think of a time you felt happy and describe it in English. This creates a strong connection in your brain, helping you remember it faster. Consistency and enjoyment. Remember, learning English is about small, consistent steps. Listen a little every day. Speak a little every day. Read a little every day. Write a little every day. Vocabulary grows naturally when you meet words repeatedly in different contexts. The goal is not perfection, it is progress. Celebrate every small victory. Understanding a new word. Reading a paragraph without help. Writing a clear sentence. Speaking confidently. Every step counts, and every day you practice, your English becomes stronger and more natural. Finally, make learning fun. Mix activities. Listen to a short story. Read a blog post. Write a diary. Speak to yourself about your day. When learning is enjoyable, your brain absorbs English faster. Using new words. When you learn new words, the best way to remember them is to use them in real life. Your brain remembers words much better when you use them naturally, not just by memorizing long lists. You can also make small flashcards or use mobile apps, but don't rely only on memorization. A great trick is to learn words in groups or phrases instead of just single words. For example, instead of learning the word take alone, learn phrases like take a shower, take a rest, take your time. When you learn words this way, you naturally understand how they fit together in sentences. Motivation. Let's take a short mental pause. Close your eyes if you want. Take a deep breath and think about why you are learning English. Maybe it's for a better job, traveling the world, meeting new people, or simply because you love languages. Whatever your reason is, keep it in your heart. That reason is your power. Every time you feel tired, lazy, or frustrated, remember why you started. Motivation is like fuel for a car. Without it, progress stops. Celebrate small victories. Maybe today you understood a sentence in a movie. Maybe you had a short chat in English online. These small achievements are signs of success. Important tip: don't compare yourself to others. Everyone learns at their own pace. Some people learn fast, some slower, but the key is to keep moving forward. Your journey is unique, and every small step counts. Grammar. Grammar is often seen as difficult or boring, but it doesn't have to be scary. You don't need to memorize hundreds of rules to speak English well. Instead, notice grammar naturally while listening and reading. For example, if you hear, I have been learning English for 2 years. You can ask yourself, why do they say have been? Slowly, you will start to see patterns naturally without forcing yourself to study rules. Think of grammar as a friendly guide, not a strict teacher. Its purpose is to help you organize your words so others can understand you. It's perfectly okay to make mistakes. Even native speakers make grammar errors sometimes, especially when they speak quickly. The most important thing is communication. If people understand your message, that is success. Later, you can gradually correct small mistakes, but first, focus on expressing your ideas clearly. Combine grammar with other skills. When you listen, speak, read, and write, you notice grammar in real-life use, which is much easier than memorizing rules from a book. Over time, your brain absorbs grammar naturally, and you will start using it correctly without thinking too much. Consistency. Consistency is one of the most important things when learning English. Learning English is like growing a plant. If you water it a lot one day and forget for a week, it won't grow well. If you water it a little every day, it becomes strong and healthy. The same is true for English. Even 10 minutes of listening, 10 minutes of reading, or writing a few sentences every day can make a big difference over time. Small daily habits are more powerful than long sessions once in a while. Try to make English part of your daily life. Change your phone language to English. Watch short videos with English captions. Think in English while walking, cooking, or doing chores. Ask yourself simple questions like, what am I doing now, or what will I eat for lunch? These small habits keep your brain active in English all the time and help you think naturally in the language. Confidence. Many learners feel shy to speak English because they are afraid of mistakes. Here is the truth. People care more about your message than your mistakes. When you speak English, speak with love and confidence. Smile, look at people, and take your time. Focus on speaking clearly, not fast. The more you practice speaking, the more natural and confident you will become. Confidence comes from practice, not perfection. A helpful tip is to surround yourself with English. Listen to English radio. Follow English YouTubers. Join online groups where people chat in English. The more you see and hear English, the more familiar it becomes. Don't worry if you don't understand everything at first. Your brain is learning even when you don't realize it. Remember, there is no rush in learning English. Take your time. Some days you will learn a lot and some days only a little. That is completely normal. What matters most is that you keep going. Every minute you spend listening, reading, speaking, or writing in English helps your brain grow stronger in the language. Celebrate small wins. Always notice small improvements and celebrate them. Maybe today you understood a sentence in a movie without subtitles. Maybe you said a new word correctly while speaking. These small victories show that you are making real progress. Over time, these tiny steps add up, and you will notice how much your English has improved. Make learning English fun. The best way to learn English is to enjoy the process. Mix your learning activities every day. For example, listen to English songs. Read a short story or article. Write a few sentences in a diary. Speak to yourself about your day. The more you enjoy learning, the faster your brain absorbs English. Be patient, consistent, and kind to yourself. Every day you practice, even for a few minutes, brings you closer to fluency. Remember, every minute counts, and you are doing amazing by keeping English in your daily life. Learning English is like planting a garden. At first, you only see soil and small seeds. You don't see flowers yet. But if you water those seeds every day with patience, slowly they start to grow. One day, you will see beautiful flowers blooming. Your English is just like that garden. Every word you hear, every sentence you listen to is a seed that grows inside your mind. The more you practice, the stronger your language garden becomes. Listening. Listening is one of the most powerful skills in English. When you listen carefully, you are not only learning words, you are learning how English feels, its sounds, rhythm, tone, and emotion. Many learners think English is only about memorizing words or grammar rules, but real understanding comes from listening. When you listen, try to feel the mood and emotion of the speaker. Ask yourself, are they happy, sad, excited, or serious? What are they trying to express? You don't need to understand every single word to catch the feeling. This ability to understand emotion through sound is very important. It will help you understand English more like a native speaker. You can practice by watching English movies, TV shows, or clips. Focus not just on words, but also on expressions, tone, and rhythm. When you feel what the speaker is saying, your brain connects meaning to emotion, which makes it easier to remember what you hear. Repetition. Repetition is a smart way to learn, not boring. Listen to the same clip multiple times. First time, understand the general idea. Second time, catch more details. Third time, remember exact sentences. After a few repetitions, you might even predict what comes next. This is when you start to truly own the language. Repetition strengthens your listening skills and trains your brain to recognize patterns naturally. Speaking. Speaking is how you share your thoughts with the world. At first, it might feel scary. You may hesitate, forget words, or worry about making mistakes. That is completely normal. Every learner, even native speakers, makes mistakes sometimes. The key is to practice every day. Speak slowly and clearly. Describe what you see or what you are doing. For example, I am drinking water. I am walking to the kitchen. I am making tea. Talking about your daily life in English trains your brain to think in English instead of translating from your native language. Shadowing. Another excellent method is shadowing. Shadowing means listen to a short sentence. Repeat it exactly, copying the pronunciation, rhythm, and emotion. Pause after each sentence and repeat it again. Do this multiple times. Don't worry about being perfect. Each repetition brings you closer to sounding natural and confident. Speaking and listening together like this builds both skills at the same time. Slowly, your English will sound smooth and natural. Daily practice. Consistency, patience, and daily practice are the keys to success. Even a few minutes every day is better than long, rare study sessions. Every word you listen to, every sentence you repeat, and every short talk you give yourself helps your brain grow stronger in English. Over time, these small daily efforts will turn into confidence, fluency, and real understanding. Speaking a new language is an act of courage. Every time you speak English, even one small sentence, you are doing something powerful. Be proud of yourself. It is normal to feel nervous. Nobody speaks perfectly, not even native speakers. They sometimes pause or say, while thinking. It is okay to take time to find the right words. Speaking slowly and clearly is always better than speaking fast with mistakes. Slow speech shows confidence and clarity. Active imitation. One very useful way to practice speaking is active imitation. Repeat what you hear in daily life. When watching a YouTube video, repeat 1 or 2 sentences after the speaker. When listening to a song, sing along slowly. If someone says something interesting, repeat it quietly to yourself. This builds a strong connection between your ears and mouth, helping you sound more natural without stress. Another helpful habit is to speak English to yourself every morning for just 2 minutes. Describe what you see, what you plan to do, or how you feel. This simple daily exercise strengthens your brain and helps you think naturally in English. Building habits. Habits are small actions you do so often that they become natural. When English becomes a habit, learning it becomes easy and effortless. Here are some examples. Listen to 10 minutes of English audio every morning while drinking coffee or tea. Read one short story before going to bed. If you do this every day, it becomes as normal as brushing your teeth. Your brain starts absorbing English naturally, without any force. Even small daily actions, like 5 to 10 minutes of practice, are much more effective than a long, rare study session. The key is consistency, courage, and enjoyment. Keep listening, repeating, speaking, reading, and writing every day. Celebrate small victories. Understanding a sentence in a video. Saying a new word correctly. Writing a short diary entry. These small successes are signs that you are growing and improving. Remember, learning English is a journey, not a race. You don't need to be perfect. You only need to take small steps every day. Every sentence you repeat, every word you write, and every minute you listen helps your brain get used to the language. Slowly, all these small efforts add up, and one day your English will feel natural and easy. Be patient, kind to yourself, and enjoy the process. This is the real secret of fluency. Not magic, not complicated study plans, just small, consistent habits. Reading. Reading is like giving food to your brain. It helps you see and understand the soul of the language. Start with easy books, short articles, or graded readers. Graded readers are specially written for learners and come in different levels like B1, B2, or higher. Choose a book that suits your level. Finishing even a short book gives you a feeling of pride and motivates you to read more. When you read, take your time. Read slowly, sentence by sentence. Visualize what is happening. If the story is about a sunny beach, imagine the blue sky, the sound of waves, and the warm sand. This helps your brain connect meaning to words. If a paragraph is difficult, don't panic. Take a short break, then read it again. Often, the meaning becomes clearer after a pause. Remember, learning is not about speed, it's about understanding and enjoying the process. Even learning one new thing a day is progress. Writing. Writing is not just about grammar. It is about expressing your thoughts clearly and organizing your ideas. Writing is very helpful, especially if you feel shy about speaking. You can write first, then speak later. Start with short messages, comments, or journal entries. Don't worry about mistakes. Every word you write is a step forward. To make writing fun, write about your dream trip, your favorite movie, a special memory. Use simple words. The goal is to express yourself freely, not perfectly. Over time, writing helps you remember words and sentences better, and your confidence in speaking grows naturally. Vocabulary. Reading and writing also help your vocabulary grow. When you see a new word in a story or use it in writing, your brain remembers it much better. You can also make small flashcards. Use apps to review words. Try to learn words in phrases or sentences, not just single words. For example, instead of learning only take, learn full expressions like take a shower, take a rest, take your time. This helps you understand how words fit together naturally. Daily practice and growth. Think of reading and writing as daily seeds for your language garden. Each time you read a sentence or write a short note, your English grows stronger. With patience, daily practice, and enjoyment, your skills will improve and your brain will start thinking in English automatically. Sharing your writing can also be fun and helpful. You can show your short stories, diary notes, or messages to a friend or teacher. This gives you feedback, motivation, and confidence. Listening to different accents. English is spoken all over the world in the United States, the United Kingdom, Canada, Australia, and many other countries. People speak with different accents and sometimes use different words. At first, this may feel confusing, but it's also exciting. Listening to various accents helps you understand English from around the world and makes you more flexible. Start with one accent, like American or British, and gradually try others. You can also watch videos where people compare accents. This is both fun and educational. Over time, You'll be able to understand English no matter where it comes from, which is very useful in real life. Creating an English environment. Your environment matters a lot. Try to surround yourself with English. For example, put English labels on objects in your room: door, mirror, window, chair. Follow English social media pages so your feed is full of small posts in English. These little changes help your brain see and feel English all the time, almost like living in an English-speaking country, even if you are not. Grammar from a friendly angle. Grammar helps your sentences make sense, but it should not stop you from speaking. Many learners hesitate because they want to be 100% correct. Remember, nobody is perfect. Focus on communicating your ideas, not on every tiny rule. You can study grammar separately when reading or writing. For example, when reading, ask yourself, why did they use the past tense here? Why is this word plural? This gentle curiosity helps you notice grammar patterns naturally without stress. Grammar becomes a friendly guide, not a scary rulebook. Motivation. Keeping motivation alive is one of the hardest parts of learning English. Some days, you may feel tired or bored. Some days, progress feels slow. That is completely normal. Every learner experiences it. Progress may be fast at the beginning and then seem slower. But that does not mean you are stuck. It means you are moving to a higher level where learning becomes deeper. The best way to stay motivated is to enjoy the process. Celebrate small victories. Understanding a sentence in a movie without subtitles. Writing a short message in English for the first time. Don't compare yourself with others. Your journey is unique. Some people learn faster, some slower, but everyone progresses if they keep going consistently. Motivation is like fuel for a car. Without it, progress stops. Fill your tank every day with positive thoughts, small successes, and fun learning. Make English a part of your life. Enjoy what you do, and progress will come naturally. Dealing with slow progress. Learning English is like starting a long, exciting journey. At first, everything feels new and interesting. You feel full of energy and hope. But after a few weeks or months, it can feel like progress is slower. You may feel tired or frustrated. That is normal. The secret is not to give up. When you feel tired, it is okay to take a small rest, but don't quit completely. Resting can still be part of learning. For example, watch a relaxing English video. Listen to a soft English song. Read a short story. This way, you are still learning, but gently and calmly. Using rewards to stay motivated. Small rewards make learning enjoyable. If I study English for 10 days in a row, I will buy a small gift for myself. If I finish one English book, I will watch my favorite movie. These little rewards make your brain happy and turn learning into something fun, not a boring task. Setting goals. Having clear goals gives direction to your learning. But goals should be small and realistic. Don't say, I will be fluent in 3 months. That can create stress. Instead, set goals like, I will listen to English for 10 minutes every day for 1 month. I will learn 5 new words every day. When you reach a small goal, you feel proud. That pride gives you energy to continue step by step. Many small goals, one after another, will eventually lead you to fluency. Speaking. Sometimes learners say, I can understand English, but I cannot speak it. This is very common. The key is practice, practice, practice. Speak slowly, clearly, and often. Don't worry about mistakes. They are part of learning. Over time, your confidence grows naturally. Listening and reading versus speaking and writing. Listening and reading are passive skills, which makes them easier than active skills like speaking and writing. So, if you can understand English but cannot speak it yet, don't worry. It means your listening is strong and speaking will come next. The key is to use English actively every day. Speak aloud, write, and think in English. Use what you already know. Simple words are enough to express your thoughts clearly. Building confidence. Confidence grows from small successes. Every time you speak, even a short sentence, you are building your confidence. It's normal to feel shy or nervous at first. Remember, no one speaks perfectly. Even native speakers make mistakes, pause, or say, when thinking. The important thing is to speak slowly and clearly. Slow speech shows that you are calm and confident. A helpful trick is to speak to yourself every day, even for 2 minutes. For example, when you wake up. Good morning. Today is a new day. I will learn something new. I will listen carefully and speak confidently. These simple words in English prepare your brain for the day and gradually make thinking in English automatic. Creating small habits. Habits are small actions you repeat often until they become natural. For example, listen to 10 minutes of English while drinking coffee every morning. Read one short story before bed. If you do this every day, it becomes normal, just like brushing your teeth. Small daily habits are the real secret to fluency. Daily effort and patience. Learning English is a journey, not a race. Some days you learn a lot, some days only a little. That's okay. What matters is not stopping. Every minute you spend listening, speaking, reading, or writing strengthens your English skills. Imagine each activity as planting seeds in your mind. At first, you may not see results, but with patience and daily care, those seeds will grow. One day, your English will bloom beautifully, like a garden full of flowers. Mistakes are teachers. Don't wait for perfect English to start speaking. Perfect English does not exist. What matters is real communication. People will understand you even if you make small mistakes, as long as you speak clearly and kindly. Mistakes are not failures, they are your best teachers. Every time you make a mistake, your brain learns something new and you move closer to speaking confidently. Positive self-talk. Be kind to yourself. Avoid thoughts like, "My English is terrible. I'll never learn." Instead, try, "I am learning every day. I am improving." Positive thinking keeps your brain calm, open, and ready to learn. Using small moments. You don't need long study sessions. Use small moments throughout the day. Listen while cleaning, cooking, or exercising. Repeat short phrases while walking. Even 5 to 10 minutes a few times a day adds up. Focus on small, regular habits. Listen to English while brushing your teeth. Read a short article or story during lunch. Write 2 to 3 sentences about your day. These routines help your brain stay in English without pressure. Patience is key. Patience means giving yourself time to grow. English is a long journey, like growing a plant. Skills need daily care. Water them a little every day and they will grow strong. Some days, progress feels fast, other days slow. That is normal. What matters is that you keep going. Every small effort adds up over time. Celebrate small victories. Celebrate small achievements. Understanding a sentence in a movie. Speaking a full sentence to someone. Writing a short diary entry. Every small success builds your confidence. Keep listening, speaking, reading, and writing every day. These tiny actions make your English stronger naturally. Enjoy the journey. Many learners want fast results, dreaming of speaking fluently in 1 month. But language learning is like growing a tree. Plant a small seed. Water and take care of it. Slowly, it grows strong roots and green leaves. If you try to pull the tree to make it grow faster, it will break. But if you let it grow naturally, it becomes tall and beautiful. Your English works the same way. Small, consistent habits create strong roots. Over time, your skills, confidence, and fluency will bloom beautifully. Be patient with yourself. Language learning is like planting seeds. Every small effort adds up. You may not notice progress every day, but if you keep going, one day you will be surprised at how much you have learned. Sometimes, you may feel stuck and think, I am not improving. That is normal. This stage is called the silent period. During this time, your brain is quietly collecting information. You might not see immediate results, but inside, many connections are forming. Keep listening, reading, and watching English content, and trust your brain is working in the background. Deep listening. When you listen, notice small details. Intonation, how a speaker's voice goes up and down. High tone equals surprise. Low tone equals expectation. Try to copy the tones and rhythm when you speak. This makes your speech sound natural and expressive. Practice with short dialogues. Play a sentence, pause, and repeat it with the same tone and rhythm. English is like music. Catching the melody of sentences makes your speaking more fluent. Shadowing. Shadowing is a very effective method. Listen to a short sentence. Repeat it immediately, copying pronunciation, rhythm, and emotion. Repeat many times until it feels natural. This trains your ears, mouth, and brain at the same time. Over time, speaking becomes easier and more natural. Thinking in English. At first, we all translate from our native language, which slows down speaking. To reduce translation, start with single words. See a cup, think cup. See a cat, think cat. Gradually move to short sentences. It's raining today, I'm hungry. Consistent practice helps your brain stay in English mode, making your speech smoother and faster. Learning from mistakes. Mistakes are your best teachers. Grammar mistakes you remember the correct form next time. Pronunciation mistakes easier to correct after practice. Think like a baby learning to walk. They fall many times but never stop trying. Smile when you make a mistake and say, "Okay, I learned something new today." Progress may be fast sometimes and slow other times. That is completely normal. Keeping learning fun. If you feel tired or bored, change your method. Instead of reading, watch a funny video in English. Instead of listening, write a short story. Variety keeps learning fun and motivating. Pronunciation practice. English pronunciation can be tricky, but it improves with listening and repetition. Focus on sounds, rhythm, and stress. Notice how native speakers connect words. Want to, wanna. Going to, gonna. Shadowing works here too. Listen, pause, repeat exactly. Repeat until it feels natural. Stand in front of a mirror to practice difficult sounds like th and think or this. Notice how your tongue touches your teeth. Use tongue twisters to strengthen mouth muscles. She sells seashells by the seashore. Start slowly, then gradually speed up. These small exercises greatly improve pronunciation and make your speech more confident. Practice pronunciation naturally. The more you practice, the easier pronunciation becomes. Native speakers often connect words in casual speech. Want to, wanna. Going to, gonna. Got to, forgot to, kind of. You don't need these in formal writing, but recognizing them helps you understand real conversations. You can even use them casually to sound more natural. Example, I'm gonna go now instead of I am going to go now. Remember, the goal is clarity, not speed. Rest is part of learning. Many learners study long hours and feel tired or lose motivation. Rest is essential. While you rest, your brain processes what you've learned, organizes information, stores knowledge in memory. If you feel tired, take a short break. Relax with soft English songs or easy fun videos. Learning should feel enjoyable, not heavy. Connect with others. One of the best ways to improve English is talking with people. Join online communities or language exchange groups. Chat with friends learning English. Comment on social media posts in English. Even short conversations help you. Use English in real situations. Practice asking and answering questions. Understand different accents. If you feel shy, start with texting in English. Writing messages and joining small English speaking groups is a safe, fun way to practice. English is not just a subject, it's a tool to connect with others. Understanding fast English. Many learners say, I understand slow English, but not fast speech. This is normal. Fast speech is just normal speech with connected words. Train your ears with short, fast clips repeatedly. Slow down videos if needed, e.g., 0.75 speed, then gradually move to normal speed. Your brain will start recognizing patterns, just like learning a new song. Memory and repetition. Sometimes you learn something today and forget it tomorrow. That's normal. Forgetting is part of learning. Review the same material repeatedly. Repetition signals your brain to retain information longer. Smile and enjoy the process. Learning is step by step, not perfect memorization. Learning with emotion. Learning English is easier when it connects with your feelings. Watch movies that touch your heart. Read stories that inspire you. Listen to songs that make you feel happy or emotional. When English makes you feel something, it becomes part of you naturally. Your own voice and accent. Your English doesn't need to sound like anyone else's. You have your own voice, rhythm, and story. Your accent is part of who you are. Speaking confidently with your own voice is more important than sounding native. Be proud of your accent. It shows your effort and identity. Staying motivated. Motivation is key for the long journey. Learning may feel exciting at first, but over time, tiredness or frustration can appear. Remind yourself of your goals every day. Write them down somewhere you see daily. Example goals. I want to speak English confidently. I want to understand English movies easily. Small reminders and daily focus help you keep moving forward step by step. Stay motivated every day. Looking at your goals every day reminds your brain why you are learning. Another way to stay motivated is to track your progress. Write down what you learned each week. Record yourself speaking English once a month. Later, listen to your old recordings. You'll hear how much you've improved. Even small improvements matter. They build confidence and encourage you to keep going. Be kind to yourself. Learning English is not just about grammar, vocabulary, or speaking perfectly. Your attitude matters too. Be patient with yourself. Smile when you make mistakes. Try again when you forget something. Rest when you feel tired. Celebrate every achievement. Treat yourself like your own best friend. Enjoy every step of learning. Learning is a journey. Learning English is a journey, not a race. Some days you will make big progress. Other days only a little. That is normal. Every small step counts. Keep listening, reading, speaking, and writing a little every day. Your brain is always learning, even when you don't notice. Over time, all those small efforts add up. Connect learning to life and emotion. English is not just words or rules. It is a way to express yourself. Enjoy stories, songs, and movies. Connect with people around the world. The more you connect learning to your feelings, the more naturally English becomes part of you. Stop comparing yourself to others. It's common to compare yourself. That person speaks better than me. But everyone learns at their own pace and has a unique journey. Focus on your own progress. Keep moving forward at your own speed. Comparison only brings stress. Speak now, confidence will grow. Many learners feel shy or scared to speak. They worry people will laugh at mistakes. But here's the truth. Most people care about your message, not your mistakes. You don't need perfect grammar to start speaking. Speak today with the English you know. Confidence grows with practice. Every conversation, every sentence is progress. Listen actively. Listening is just as important as speaking. Active listening means paying attention to tone, rhythm, and emotion. Understanding the meaning behind words. Example, if someone says, "I'm fine," notice their tone. Are they really fine or tired? Active listening helps you understand feelings and communicate more naturally, not just translate words.